Time for base. Gerald Rosas will be on the mound for the series opener. What do we need to know here, Danny?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
And Kinsler will flip it on to first for out number 1. Digging in, the switch hitter, Cesar Hernandez. And he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. The first pitch is hit pretty well out to right. Souza going back at the track, but he won't get there as it lands just shy of the wall. And he's in there at third with a 1-out triple.
And that triple could not have come at a better time. The team has really struggled the last few games trying to get over the hump, and they're looking for anything good to happen to them, and I'd say that triple definitely qualifies. They are fired up.
Here's Charlie Blackmon now, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play. High and deep to straightaway right. Souza going back, and that one is gone. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far. And this is now a 2-0 lead for the Yankees.
Yeah, with 1 out and a runner on third, he just wanted to lift one to the outfield to move across the run. But he does a heck of a lot more than that by lifting it right over the fence.
In is Christian Yelich, and as you can tell easily from the splits, he's really struggled away from their home ballpark. In there, no balls and a strike. These Phillies, as they enter play here tonight, fellas, they come in the midst of a stretch where they've dropped 6 of their last 9.
Yeah, Matty, these players got in their cars today to drive to the stadium, focused on one thing, not who was going to be the hero, just the fact that they needed a W, and that one of their teammates, whether it's them or someone else, has to come up with a big knock.
Still only 1 out in the inning. One and two for Christian Yelich.
Boy, that's a great breaking ball right there. That's a tough pitch to lay off when that ball is coming in at that plane right there. Quality take.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2.
It's never easy to rebound after serving up a 2-run shot, but that at bat was a good indication to me that he isn't letting it get to him. He went right after him for the strikeout.
Now in the box, Buster Posey, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Hit in the air to center field. Larson moves over, makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. Yankees get a couple on the 2-run home run. Home half of the first. And striding in is the second baseman Ian Kinsler now to get things rolling in the home half of inning number 1. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. And as the Yankees get started here tonight, guys, they come in scuffling a bit of late, just 2-4 over their last 6 games.
Yeah, Matty, I know they dropped the first 3 games of this road trip, but you got to find a way to shower it off. I always said that when I left the field after I took that shower after the game, it's got to go down the drain. That game has got to go away. They find themselves in a new series right now with a chance to redeem themselves.
Heading out towards shallow right. Markakis has a read on it, and that's the first out of the inning. With that, a look at the Phillies batting order in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
Well, I'm watching the guy they call Dr. Smooth, Michael Brantley. I love watching him hit. He just has a knack for getting on base. In fact, he's in the top 5 in that category in the National League. So expect him to see him work the count and hit the ball hard when he gets a pitch he can handle.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Nicholas Castellanos, to show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. 1-0 the count. Count is even 1-1 to Nicholas Castellanos. line to the right side. And that is through into right field for a single.
Boy, so frustrating as a pitcher. You make a quality pitch on the inside half of the plate right there. Try to bust him in, D-Row, and he fights it off the other way.
Yeah, you tip your hat to the pitcher right there. He executed his pitch, but nice job by the offensive player. Fighting. It doesn't matter what it looks like. A knock's a knock.
And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double. And this, of course, is a ballpark that yields a lot of doubles as we take a look at the team leaders for the most two-base hits this year. And you can see that these guys are, as we speak, fourth in the NL in that category. Time for a look at our umpires in this one. Working the plate is Carl Dixon.
Hey, D-Row, one of the things you have to be aware of as a hitter from Carl Dixon, he'll call that high strike.
Yeah, he will. So you better be on top of your game with 2 strikes, because if they elevate, good chance Carl Dixon's punching your ticket.
Slapped hard the opposite way, and that's in there. Base hit, and not in time as the run scores. Now the throw comes in to hold that second runner at third, so they're at the corners now with still only 1 away. Stepping up now, Matt Adams. And there you see his righty-lefty splits and how they've played out so far this season. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. And they'll tie the ball game if the run scores, evening things at 2.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
So next to the plate for the Phils, Steven Souza looking to stay hot. He's been a real threat at the plate the last week or so. He's set. Here's the 0-1. Swing and a little tapper. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors, and a runner left on. Digging in now for the Yankees, Adrian Beltre. And check out the recent numbers. Clearly providing a lot of thump at the plate right now. Line towards center field. And Beltre's got himself a base hit. So the leadoff man reaches base to start out their half of the second inning. In now, Victor Rivera. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
There's a called strike on a fastball up in the zone. We're seeing more of that from pitchers nowadays. With the launch angles, guys are looking for the ball down in the zone. If a pitcher can pitch up in the zone like that pitch right there, you can go ahead and make some hay.
1-1 the count now. Now the 1-1 pitch is looked at off the plate for a ball.
He might still be thrown off from that first inning, guys. He got knocked around pretty good, and that can be hard to recover from mentally sometimes.
Rounded down the third baseline. But this will be a foul ball as that evens things at 2-2. The 2-2 is laid off, and the count runs full. On deck is Nick Markakis. The 3-2 pitch. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Calling for it, Larson. 1 out.
Time to take a look at the Philly D. And let's take a look at second baseman Ian Kinsler, one of the real grinders in our sport. A leadoff hitter that creates problems, not only with his power, but the ability to steal bags. And on defense, one of the quickest double play turns in the game.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. First pitch of the at-bat. Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. Beltre stands at first with 1 out. Two and 0. Markakis playing here in his age 34 season. He was taken in the very late rounds during the first-year player draft of 2018.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
3-0 to him now. Hit out towards second. Taken in by Kinsler. The second for one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Digging in, Miles Harper. Hitless in 4 tries in the ball game yesterday. And a fastball's in there for strike one. The 0-1 pitch is looked at for ball one. The 1-1 home is taken for ball two.
Yeah, he just isn't that sharp on the mound right now. Had a rough start in the first inning, and now he's falling behind out of the gate here in the second. Some adjustments need to be made, and fast.
Fastball got him looking, as that had 2-seam action on it. One gone.
All right, boys, let's take a look at how the Yankees are setting up on defense today. And let's take a look at Christian Yelich, former Gold Glove winner in 2014, covers a ton of ground out there and don't test the arm.
So coming to the plate, Reggie Larson. He'll get to take his first cuts here. And here's a first pitch curveball that bounces on him there. It's ball one. 2-0 to the Phillies center fielder.
Hate to do it, but I've got to question the pitch calling right there. With a guy like this at the plate, you got to attack him with your fastball instead of pitching him like he's a middle of the order power guy.
Got him to go down after that one, and it's 2-2. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Hernandez has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Next to hit will be the pitcher, Gerald Rosas. First delivery to him on the way. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. 0-1, here's the pitch. Liner towards second. Well, this will be pulled in out there at second base, and that'll be that. So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Alex Meyer, as we are all set to begin the third inning in this one. Right on the corner, a fastball that he takes for a strike. Oh, now this is hit hard to the right side, but caught out there at second base. Definitely well hit, but the leadoff man's retired to start the third. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. And a fastball just a bit up. Looking at a fastball for a strike on the corner. This is on the ground over to first. Adams has got it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Digging in for his second at-bat, Cesar Hernandez. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tap down the line. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring in the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball one. The 1-0 is a fastball in off the plate for a ball. Now the 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. Nicholas Castellanos is on deck. Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And he misses the circle change there, and it's 3-2.
Hey, there was great arm action on that 3-1 changeup right here. He's got this guy thinking. That's the beauty right now. We go to a full count. Do you sit changeup, or do you stay with the heat? Digging in to try it again,
Nicholas Castellanos. He reached on a single in his first try. Kinsler on at first, nobody out. And he pulls the string on the circle change, but it's taken for ball one. And that one just missed outside.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Yelich comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number one. Here's Michael Brantley. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat. And a look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Coming in is Blackman. Makes the play, and there are two gone now. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Manny Machado. He came through with an RBI single in his last at-bat. Line down the left field line. But this will be foul. A ball and a strike now to Machado. Man at first with two out in a 2-2 ball game. Count is 1-2 now. Curveball locks him up, strike three, and that's the third out. One left for Philadelphia, and after three it remains a 2-2 tie. Trying to pick things up where we left off, Charlie Blackman. He'll step in trying to do something about this 2-2 tie.
That was a pretty good pitch too, man. That last AB when he went deep, that was a fastball that was in and off the plate. So that tells me this guy likes the ball on that inner half of the plate or even inside off the plate. If I'm on the mound right now, I'm keeping the ball away from this guy.
And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So the fourth inning opens with a leadoff single. So another multi-hit game for him as he's aboard here in the top of the fourth inning as he tacks on to his total, currently third best on the Yankee ball club. Ready for another chance, Christian Yelich. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Now the bunt attempt hits him here. But they're going to say he offered at it. And that's the first strike. From the stretch. Now a bunt attempt here. And they'll just tag him out along the first base line. Digging in for his second at-bat, Buster Posey. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Curveball bounces, and this one gets away. Throw goes to third, and it's too late as he's in there. And he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Blackman stands at third with one gone in the inning. Grounded back up the middle. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
First pitch of the at-bat. A high fastball is in there.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Well, the first baseman is under it to make the play, and that retires the side. So, striding in once again, Matt Adams picked up an RBI on a sac fly in his first appearance. He's set. Here it comes. And a curveball that started low and broke lower. Ball one. A fastball that he's way out in front of. A swing and a miss. Looks at a changeup that catches the corner.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner. See you later. Over the wall. A home run.
As a pitcher, you just have to shake your head at this one. It was a decent pitch, but this guy's just so dang strong that he's able to muscle it to the opposite field and get it out of here. Almost isn't fair to us mere mortals.
Throw on to first, so a good comeback there as he gets the first out of the inning. So next to the plate for the Phils, Miles Harper. He got called out on strikes his last time through. And he gets ahead with the curveball, strike one. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Now the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a breaking ball.
Tough pitch to throw right there. That front door curveball just missed hitting that inside corner. That's a very difficult pitch. I'm not sure if he wanted to get that one down and away, and unfortunately that one stayed inside.
Hits are now even at 4 apiece. And a fastball swung on and missed as they set him down for the second time here tonight. So after getting the strikeout on the fastball, not a bad time to check out our pitch speed comparison for our two starters. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. 1-0 pitch is a curveball. That looked good from here, but it's 2-0.
Now ball two. Back-to-back breaking pitches. I think if right now you really have to try to get the best pitch you can get in the zone, you have to throw it right here.
And this is nowhere close, and it's a 4-pitch walk.
Now batting.
Digging in now for Philadelphia, Gerald Rosas. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Here comes the Yankee skipper on his way to the mound. And a change is forthcoming, as that's going to do it for his starter here this evening. Inside corner, a ball and a strike. The 1-1 home is laid off for ball 2.
When you've got a guy that throws a good two-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
And he lays off, so it's full now, 3-2. Now the 3-2 pitch. This is flared right back over the mound. And a super play to gun his man down as the side is retired. But the Phils have come back to tie it. Digging in now for the Yankees, Victor Rivera. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Victor Rivera.
First pitch on its way. And a ball 1-0. Fastball at 96 on the radar gun, and it's 1-1.
Hey, nice adjustment right there for him to get on top of that baseball and drive it to the corner. The first pitch he obviously tried to overthrow, got under it, and it sailed on him a little bit.
Line toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Well, when you're going as well as he is, not even a 2-strike count is going to get in your way.
Yeah, Matty, he's having a monster season, well over 300. Right there, when you're feeling that confident at the plate, it doesn't matter what the count is. You're willing to go deep and still feel confident.
Here's Nick Markakis now, the right fielder. Now a bunt attempt here. And the throw forces him to lay out for that one, but he keeps a foot on the bag to record the out.
Now batting.
So now the pitcher for the Yankees, Sean Kelly. First at-bat of the game for him here in the 5th, as he was a late entrant into this one. There's a strike.
Is that gun reading right there? Because that just registered at 91 miles an hour on a slider. If he's working that pitch, that's most guys' fastballs. It's going to be a long game.
Now a swing and a miss, and things are not looking real promising here. Down 0-2. On its way, the 0-2 pitch. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
And that's the pitch they wanted him to punch out on. A slider down around the knees. That's a good job of holding off on that swing.
A great pitch there as he couldn't get extended on that one, and he's down on strikes for the second out. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Runner in scoring position with two gone. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike. I'm set with the 0-1. And boy, was he ever fooled on that pitch. It's 0-2 now.
Not much to say about that swing other than it should have never happened.
0-2 count and the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
Looked like he just tried to do too much with that fastball right there. He overthrew it a little bit. That's pretty much the case when you airmail a fastball like that.
And he's able to fight this one off foul to the right, and the count will hold at 1-2. Here's the 1-2 delivery. Line to the right side, but foul. Rivera stands at second with two gone. Center field. Larson is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Yanks leave one. Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. His past history with Sean Kelly is just 1 for 6. Righty against righty as this is taken for a ball. It's 1-0. Kelly stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
You know, Matty, I know he's in the final year of his contract, but he's playing to expectations, to be honest with you. I know he wants to turn it up a little bit, though, as he approaches the end of the season and make that salary push as he heads towards free agency again.
Right there for strike one. Ready with the 0-2. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Yelich is under it, and he makes the catch for the second out. Here's Michael Brantley. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the first pitch. Ripped down the line, but a foul ball here. 0-1. He's ready. Here's the 0-1 towards second. And that's in there, so perhaps some life here with 2 men out.
Boy, this is just a case of another really good hitter finding a way, even though that was a soft liner, finding a way to get hits.
Yeah, he usually hits rockets and catches the barrel, but even his soft liners fall. Dan, he has a knack for keeping his bat in his zone and giving himself a chance much longer than the average ball player. When that thing goes whistling into the stands, you hope someone brought their glove and is able to get leather on it.
And that slider's almost in the dirt. The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him. Digging in once again, Cesar Hernandez. 1 for 2 in the game. He tripled and scored back in the first. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball off the plate away. It's ball 1. Now a fastball for a called strike. It's 1-1.
You know, if I'm the hitter right here, I'm like, okay, you want to come get some early in the count? I was about to wait you out, but now game on.
In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. There's Kinsler at second. And the throw is not going to be in time as he's able to reach base safely.
I know he didn't smoke that one from the offensive standpoint, but you know what? A knock's a knock, especially to lead off an inning. Game tied, and it's getting late. That could prove to be pivotal.
And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And the runner back in standing. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground for Kinsler. This could be 2. To second for one. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The left fielder, number 22, Christian Yelich.
In is Christian Yelich. He laid down a sacrifice bunt in his last trip. Now the pitch. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early contact, and they haven't done a whole lot with the balls they put in play against him.
Swung on in the dirt for the third strike. And he's safe at first, so a costly mistake on the drop third strike as now the inning will continue. Here's Buster Posey now. 0 for 2 with a run batted in for him thus far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. On the ground to third. Castellanos has it. Throw on to second for the force. Here's Matt Adams now. And to start out the inning, it looks like they've decided to stick with the same reliever out there, Dan.
They have, Matt. I think the way he pitched the last inning kind of inspired that. But it's not uncommon for relief pitchers to have troubles after they sit and watch their guys swing the bat a bit. We'll see if he stays as sharp as he was before.
Digging in now, Steven Souza. He was a ground out victim last time up.
Number 31.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball one. The 1-0. Hit hard on the ground to second. Hernandez scoops it up, and there are 2 away now. Ready for another shot now. Miles Harper. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. A shot down the first baseline. 3 runs, 5 hits, and no errors on the ledger for the Phillies to this point. Comes back with a good changeup there, and it's quickly 0-2.
Wow, great pitch right there, right? Changing speeds. How about that straight changeup? How about that swing? Howdy, if you're waving at me.
And there's his first base hit in this one. Good work in a pitcher's count to get on base and keep the inning alive.
You know, Dero, the old school thinking sometimes is when you're going through a bad streak like this guy, any way you can get on a little jam shot, even though it wasn't pretty, maybe this could get this guy finally going.
Yeah, I can't tell you how good that had to feel right there. There's moments where you slap that donut off your bat, you don't even want to walk to home plate. You're scuffling so bad.
Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Phillies strand 1. Now we're going to have a conference at the home plate area, so it would appear that we'll see a double switch here. Oliver Drake will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7th spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jet Bandy will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
And Beltre wisely lays off that one. 1-2.
I have no issue wasting a pitch on 0-2 to try to get a guy to go fishing, but it has to be somewhat tempting. You're not going to get anyone to swing a bat at that pitch.
And the throw to first is in time, so the leadoff man is gone here to start inning number 7. Digging in and looking for more, Victor Rivera. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. There to pull it in is Brantley, and there are 2 gone now. At the plate, Nick Markakis. He successfully laid down a sac bunt in his last plate appearance. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Thought he had the inside corner that time, but it missed for ball 1. The 1-0. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike 1. 3 runs, 6 hits, and no errors for the Yankees so far. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but a foul ball. 1-2 now. Back to the fastball, but it's upstairs. 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2. Check swing as he pops this one onto the right side. Drake has got it, and So coming to the plate, Jet Bandy. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Ian Kinsler. He lined out in his last trip, so looking for better fortunes here. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Line drive, base hit.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tries to bury something in with 2 strikes, and this guy throws out a fillet of fish to the opposite field.
You know, sometimes you have to tip your cap. That inside-out swing as a pitcher, you think you've thrown a good pitch, but sometimes as a hitter, they put a good swing on it and still ends up for a base hit.
A ball and no strikes. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. The 1-0 is a fastball down below the knees.
Well, you can see what he's trying to do right there. Double play situation, 2 balls down in the zone, trying to get that ground ball. Didn't get him to bite at either one. Now he's behind in the count, 2-0.
3-1 to him now. The 3-1 offered at and missed. Here's the throw. It's high, but a fine play to come down with it at second, and he's out trying to steal a base.
A lot of times, if a guy is going, it's going to be on the first couple of pitches, but he waited it out that time. Didn't matter, though. A good catch and throw, and they nabbed him at second.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect them.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Phillies go down. Didi Gregorius is going to be asked to get things going here as a lead off the top of the 8th. Strike. Gregorius, also known as Sir Didi around the game and in the Netherlands. His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up, and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard work. And this is the start of it. The arbitration process allows these guys to finally start making some real dollars in this game.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now, ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch, and he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. 1 strike.
That's why you have to square early and give yourself a chance to really hone in on a strike zone. You can't attempt to bunt a pitch that's out of the zone. Have to find a way to take that one for a ball.
And that's the first out. Ready once again, Cesar Hernandez. It's his job to get something into the outfield and give that go-ahead run a chance to score from second. This is on the ground over to first. And he'll take this one to the bag for the out, but meanwhile the runner will move up 90 feet to third base. Here's Charlie Blackmon now. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A little bouncer. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Blackmon behind, no balls and 2 strikes. And that looked to catch him flush down near the foot or the ankle. Safe after the recovery throw. Good effort, but now we have to wonder whether or not he's going to be okay. In is Christian Yelich. He's hitless coming into this at-bat, so the hit streak he's been riding is on the line here.
Yeah, he's up in the double digits with it. You know, he wants to keep it going as long as possible, but this very well could be the last chance to do that.
Hit out towards second. Kinsler to his right. He has it. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage is... Pat Neshek enters from the pen to start the 8th, and it's quite possible they'll ask him to pitch 2 full innings to close this out. First delivery to him on the way, and that one just missed outside. Grounded up the first baseline, but a foul ball, 1-1. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
Pretty good pitch and a great take there. There's not a lot you could do with that slider breaking down, and unless you can catch it way out front and hook it down the line, you see a lot of swinging misses on those.
And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. In the on-deck circle is Manny Machado. He'll bat next. And a good sinker there gets him swinging for the first out.
People always talk about how important getting the leadoff man on base is, and it's true. So in the 8th inning of a one-run game, that's a really nice job of attacking a hitter and sending him packing.
Outfield in the no doubles defense. Now the first pitch. This is line to left. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, right here you see a situation where no doubles defense and comes back to bite you. As a pitcher, are you even aware when guys are playing a foot off the track?
I'll be honest with you, D-Roll. You're so concerned about on the mound trying to get that white ball to that dark brown or black glove that I never really ever turned around to even notice where they were playing. I was concerned about getting the guy out, swinging the bat.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. They'll start him with a sinker here, but that sinks a bit too much that time. It's 1-0. Lifted down the line in left. Yelich is after it. And they can't run it down. The 1-1. Waves and misses for strike number 2.
That's a really nice thing about pitching with the base open. You can work out of the strike zone a little bit more.
A swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. Back at the home of the Phillies, Citizens Bank Park, as you get a look there at the famous City Hall here in Philadelphia. Nick Wickren will come on to pitch here, and he'll move into the number 5 spot in the lineup now on the double switch. Carlos Santana will also enter as a part of the double switch as he'll hit in the 7th hole in the lineup. Souza is there, one quick out to start inning number 9. Ready once again, Adrian Beltre is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Larson shading to his right, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Victor Rivera. He flew out in his last at-bat. Here comes the first pitch. And a curveball that gets a swing and a miss and makes him look way behind. Now some action in the Phillies bullpen as a right-hander begins to crank it up out there. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Now the pitch. Struck him out, so it remains a 1-run lead as they head in. Here's Carlos Santana now. His career numbers against Pat Neshek. He's 0-for-4. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, that was a nasty pitch right there. It's the depth of his sinker. Sometimes it's a matter of whether or not it's moving east-west, but that one right there had such good downward action. Great pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. Lifted down the line in left. Beltre in foul ground, and this will wind up a foul ball. Lays off. 2-2 now.
Don't be surprised if he gets another back foot slider right here. Don't think for a second, just because he took the first one, that this pitcher won't come back exactly the same way.
And another foul ball. Another try at 2-2. And a hard sinker there. Chopped foul at home plate. Here's a high pop-up. Beltre calls for it. He's got it one away. Riding in once again, Reggie Larson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. And now a pitch on the way. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
That's a real tough pitch to hit. That's, in the pitcher's jargon, we call that the Hall of Fame pitch, that slider down and in. Really, the only way you're going to be able to hit that pitch is if you're looking for it down and in, and still then, it's a really difficult pitch to hit.
Bases are empty, one man out. And that is swung on and missed, and things are starting to look bleak here for the home 9. There are 2 away now.
Now batting.
Here's the catcher, Jet Bandy. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. 1 ball, no strikes the count. Philly down to their last strike. A bouncer up the middle. Hernandez up the middle. Throw on to first, and the Yankees will put an end to their 3-game skid as this ball game is over. And it's a 4-3 finish in this evening's ball game.